I think paying 2 outside linebackers, 2 edge rushers, is just a little bit wasteful for them.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe a defensive lineman or inside linebacker, I could think, spend more money on the defense.
No inside linebackers. No, Richie, come to the side of the light here. Be evangelized by me. You don't spend big money on that position. You just try to hope you draft somebody in the middle rounds like Fred Warner, I always use as an example, and that guy actually blossoms into a great player. The smartest thing, or one of the low-key smartest things they did, in my opinion, this offseason, and I know a lot of people watching will be upset to hear me say this or listening on the simulcast on 93.7 The Fan. Inside linebacker, there's like 5 great ones in the league. It's more like running back on defense. They don't impact the game as much as people want to believe that they do because it's such a macho, heavy-hitting position. Getting a couple of mid-tier guys and paying them mid-tier money was a smart bit of resource allocation by Omar Khan this offseason.
And don't be surprised, Chris, if they move Herbig over there at some point. I don't think he's big enough to be an edge rusher. I mean, I met him at the rookie minicamp, interviewed him. I mean, he's not that big. He's not. When I think of an edge rusher, I think of a guy like T.J. Watt. He's not T.J. Watt.
Yeah, I mean, he might. I think they like the polish he has as an edge guy in terms of his moves and his approach, and they want to see if he can bulk up a little bit. I mean, he's 6 feet, 240. He bulks up to 250 or so and doesn't lose the explosiveness. Then he's just the smallish side height-wise. But they definitely got him with the eye towards, hey, if it doesn't work out at this position, he's closer to prototype size for the other one. But even drafting him where they did, though, and at least giving him a shot at the edge, like we're having this Highsmith discussion, Richie, and that's where we started tonight.
Yeah.
Even drafting Herbig where they did, doesn't that sort of reinforce the point I started making? That they every 2 or 3 years they just draft one of these guys, and if they hit on a future Hall of Fame type like Watt, well, then he's going to get the money. But the rest, it's a revolving door because they have other needs.
Yeah, I think Highsmith is replaceable. I like him. I think he's a solid player. I think he's a good player. But he's not like an impact player unless T.J. Watt's out there. So, I mean, both of them together are great, kind of like Bud Dupree was with Watt. But I don't think that is worth double digits. I don't think that's worth 9 figures or what am I, 8 figures. I don't think it's worth 8 figures.
The Steelers love guys like Highsmith, and frankly, I find him very easy to root for. Extremely nice guy, clearly loves the game, hardworking. Like one of the easiest dudes to root for in the team, and the guy, in our position where if you say, I want so-and-so to get money or I don't, they work for it or they don't, he's definitely in the category that you'd root for. But bottom line is, Richie, all that hard work and everything else, he's just... You said it. He's good, but he's not irreplaceable. You don't pay Robin $18 million a year when Batman's getting 30.
Great point. I love that saying, Chris. That was awesome. All right, we got to go to break. Back with your phone calls coming up next. 412-575-2600 on the Borders, Send Borders hotline.